And tonight we wanted to hear from two of those parents experiencing these Olympics at home. Lucille Dehaitre is the mother of Canadian track cyclist and speed skater Vincent Dehaitre. And Victoria Maley is the mother of Canadian rower Madison Maley. And thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you, Ian.
Victoria, let's start with you. These were the first Olympic Games for your daughter. Earlier this week, she was on the water competing in the women's eights, and then this happened.
Canada rowing for gold. Sit up tall, push your legs down, nothing else matters. Gold for Canada, silver for the Kiwis, and bronze for China. Canada win gold.
So as that happened, where were you, who were you with, and what was it like?
Well, I was in our home in Lions Bay, just with my immediate family, but I knew we had the spirit of our whole village behind us in that room because we'd staged a 300-person Olympic rally just days beforehand. And it was so exciting for our entire community to embrace Canadian women's rowing.
And so you know, we had Steve Armitage, the fantastic CBC commentator, calling that race, but I think you could barely hear him, right?
Well, we were on our feet cheering, and we were cheering to suggest to the team that they act as one team and deliver their best performance, and obviously for Kit the coxswain to take the team right through the final 250 meters to take home gold.
Lucille, you have a really interesting perspective because this is Vincent's first summer games, but he's also a winter games athlete, an Olympic speed skater. So you were in Pyeongchang, South Korea in 2018. Tell me what that experience was like as a parent.
Being at the Olympic themselves is an amazing experience. You really get to live all of the atmosphere, and you get to see them in person. You've got your ticket in hand. You walk to the stadium, and you get to see them. Compared to tonight, for us, we're 6 hours away from race time, where his first quarterfinal will take place. But there's more anxiety, like, will the internet work? Will I see it? Will I catch him? Will the camera show me his face? So different side, but this is as important for us. We live Sochi also from home. We watched it from home. We did not travel to Sochi. And I think that the most important part is that we get to be part of the journey, and the athletes get to compete. And that for me was the most important part of these Olympics, is these athletes that have given 5 years now of their time to be ready get to compete. So I'll stay home for them to get to compete.
Yeah, and in Vincent's case, you know, he's training for 2 games, winter and summer. Add the pandemic, you've seen very little of him over the last while. I think the last true kind of sit-down family gathering was in late 2019, pre-pandemic. If you had a chance to talk to him now, and I know he's getting ready for his race, but just by chance, if he watches this online, what would be your message to him?
We got to say bye to him on the front yard in Milton at the velodrome. But what we would say is, my husband and I, Denis, would say, we truly admire your perseverance that you have to achieve the level that you have, all the goals you've set is truly remarkable. We're so proud of you. We want you to enjoy your journey. Sorry, it's a little emotional. We want you to enjoy your journey. Enjoy your time in Tokyo.
And Victoria, when Madison came home, obviously you congratulated her. Obviously, as a mom, it was nice to have her back home. But beyond that, what was your message for her?
I just felt that Madison needed to enjoy the moment. And obviously, just think back on her Olympic journey with great pride for all that, you know, she achieved as an athlete, and for all that community outreach she did and inspiring youth, and that she always, you know, sort of didn't need to really bring home a gold medal because she really has a heart of gold. And I just wanted her to know that no matter what had happened, on that race course, you know, we loved her, and just, you know, she was a champion for everybody that obviously knows her, from Northeastern to Lions Bay and all of her friends around the globe.
We have about a minute left, so that's 30 seconds for each of you, and it's a big question, but I will ask it. There was a lot of debate about whether these games should even go ahead. They did go ahead with a COVID emergency going on in Tokyo. You're stuck back in Canada. Lucille, maybe I'll begin with you. How do you feel about the fact that these games happened?
For me, it's very important that the games happen. Many other things are happening around the world in COVID times. The security and the precaution that everyone is taking and the athletes are taking, I truly believe our athlete needed the opportunity to compete in a safe environment, and it is being provided to them. And I'm appreciative of that.
I'm sorry, and Victoria?
Well, I'd first of all like to have a shout out to Pfizer, who vaccinated all of our Canadian Olympians before they left to Japan, and obviously for Japan running such a safe Olympic Games for the world. And obviously the importance being that through these games we foster such great global goodwill, and we brought together many small communities which had been socially isolated for such a long period of time. So I'm very grateful for the games, what they did globally, but also in very small hometowns.
Well, hopefully next time you'll get a chance, both of you, to be there in person. But thank you very much for sharing your experiences this time around. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.